Hello, I'm back. I'm that oatmeal guy. I want to go over the 2023 movies, and then I'm gonna tell you what my top three are. All right. So the first movie coming up tomorrow, January 6th, is Megan. It's a female child's play movie. It's not starring Chucky. It's starring a blonde. Did I tell you I'm the most banned oatmeal in the world? Okay. The next movie coming in February, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania. The concept here is very interesting. I remember watching that last movie, and I, I think who was the one that got shrunk really really small? Was it the girl or the guy, or was it the old guy? But just the concept of like shrinking really really small, or maybe they both, like one of them got really small, and then the other one got really small to go after the other person, and probably the girl did it first. Um, that's how much I was paying attention, but it's like very interesting concept. So I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan, a big fan of Rocky, Rambo, and Tulsa King, and I think Creed is a pretty good movie. I think so. I kind of watched it a little bit. I didn't see the second one, so I don't really know what happens to the Rocky character. It looks like he's not in this third one. Spoiler alert, I guess. So I guess I should probably watch the second one and try to figure out what's going on. But obviously the story's about this guy. And I'm looking at the trailer, and it's kind of interesting what you see in the trailer. He runs into an old guy, an old friend. Creed runs into this person who was in jail, and now he's out, and he wants to make something of his life. And so it's like Creed is going to train this guy. 65, starring Adam Driver, the guy that you know from Star Wars. This is like Dinosaurs vs. Star Wars Trek. I don't know exactly what's happening in this trailer. I don't know if it's time travel or what. You see dinosaurs, so it makes me think of Jurassic Park. It makes me think of the one film with Will Smith and his son, After Earth, and the other movie with Tom Cruise. It's like you're going onto Earth, going back to Earth, like Wally or something, like whether it's Earth or another planet, you're going there. Things are different, whether it's the past or the future. Things are different. Scream 6, because who needs Jason, Freddy, or Halloween when you can have another Scream movie? I don't know how many Shazam movies there are, but this new one is coming out. Fury of the Gods. Very interesting trailer. So I don't know what happened in the last movie. I thought there was only one. Maybe there was two movies. Like what happened? Apparently, the other kids they get superpowers too, and now the gods are here. They got the Fury of the Gods. They're coming in. They want an Empire Strike Back. They want to seek their revenge on the little kids who stole their powers. Apparently, they still got some power, but it's like the kids took some of their power, and now they're coming in to wage war on the children for some reason. And this is really interesting. It makes me want to go back and really watch the first movie, however movies there are, of the Shazam series. I don't know how many there are. I remember seeing seeing little bits and pieces of the first Shazam movie. I thought it was interesting. I should probably go back and watch it. And don't get me started on the conspiracy theories. Not the conspiracy theories. I mean the Mandela effect theory of hey, wasn't Shaquille O'Neal in the first one, or was it Sinbad, or was he in another movie? There was like a movie from the 90s, and there was a theory about whether or not it really happened, or was it something else, or is this just like, does everybody have bad memories of the past? Like, was it the Bergstein Bears, or was it the Beerstein Bears, or the Berenstein's Bears, or the some other kind of bears? Did Sinbad star in a movie called Kazam, or was it Shaq? John Wick Chapter 4. I've not seen the other John Wick movies yet, but I'm a big fan of this guy who was in Matrix and Bill and Ted. That's right, Bill and Ted. I enjoyed the newest Bill and Ted movie. Movie number 3 came out a few years ago, and that was kind of cool. What's his name again? Keanu Reeves. All right. So before we continue, very quickly, just want to state very, very simply. I know it's pretty obvious, but Hollywood sucks. Yeah, that's right. Hollywood sucks. A lot of people have been talking about, making videos about it and everything. Coming here with another video and stuff, Geeks and gamers and neurotic and a whole lot of other people too that I'm not going to say because I don't remember them. And I didn't make a list. I'm more of a list person. I need to just read the list, but I don't watch a lot of superhero movies usually. Sometimes I do, but I don't really care a lot. And sometimes I do, but it's like, so I'm watching stuff mostly because I want to see how bad it is. I want to see how messed up things are gonna be. I want to be able to like make videos about it or write about it and laugh at it or let people know what's going on, kind of thing. And that's what content creators do, kind of thing. And I'm a little bit curious when it comes to things that I care about, like Star Trek, Star Wars, and Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Some of those I like. I used to like. But then it's like Hollywood comes in and they mess it up and stuff. I'm a little bit curious about some of the movies, some of the franchises that are coming up, like Mario, and we'll see how it goes. And that brings me to this next movie that looks really good. The trailer looks good. The movie itself, we'll see. Here we got Dungeons and Dragons, starring a bunch of people, including this redhead. I guess I have a thing for redheads. And look, it's that guy. Wasn't that guy the captain in Star Trek? Captain Kirk? Is that the guy, or is that another person? I'm not totally sure, but I'm getting a Game of Thrones 5 from the trailer. Looks really cool. I hope they don't mess it up too badly. There's a lot of different things you can do with this kind of fantasy franchise. Thank you so much for playing my game, for watching my video. I like Mario. I grew up with Nintendo's Mario, and Mario Land, or what's it called? Mario World is opening in February, and a movie's coming. I think it's coming in April, and it's really cool, and hopefully it won't be like very woke. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. The trailer looks really exciting. Evil Dead Rise, starring Maggie from The Walking Dead. Probably not Maggie, but that was the first thing that came to my mind. Looks interesting, a little bit scary kind of thing, but that's the point for these kinds of horror films. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm a pretty big fan of Guardians. The vibe I get is that of like it's fun. These movies is a different kind of superhero genre. The style, it has a little bit of comedy, and it has a little bit of like a different style of music generally in these movies, and the characters are pretty creative. Like it's different than a typical Superman or Batman, and so this one is pretty groundbreaking, I guess. It's very interesting. This trailer, I enjoyed it. Fast and Furious 10 starring Vin Diesel. I've only seen some of the movies. There's so many. How am I supposed to see all of them? But they do look interesting. So let me just say this before we continue. Reboots, prequels, sequels. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Do you care? Some people care. I don't. Only thing that matters is make a good story. And then figure out how to light yourself. Because for some reason, the light keeps on going out. Not happy. Why is it doing that? OBS, what's wrong with you? Is it OBS's fault? Or is it somebody else's fault? Is it my fault? Is it the light? I don't know. Which leads me up to the point I'm trying to make right now. Make a good story. Find a way to tell a good story. Whether it's original or not an original story. Whether it's a prequel, a sequel, or a new story. If the story sucks, it's gonna suck. Whether it's part of a previously existing entity or not. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's like, if it's good, it's good. Which leads me up to my computer malfunctioning. My computer is malfunctioning. That's not good. Leads me up to the next movie. Disney's Little Mermaid starring Black Ariel. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think Ariel would be white? Well, I guess if Ariel was always at the surface, hanging out with Eric all the time, he probably turned black because it was up there so often. Even if you're not above the sea, if you're like close to it, you probably get burnt because you know the sun's up there and you're close to the sun even if you're under the water, because the water could still be pretty hot depending on where you are in the world. Unless if you're always down there at the bottom of the ocean, then you'd be pretty transparent. Some people talked about that, like Ryan and other people too, I'm sure. But it's like I said, it doesn't really matter. Like, to me, I don't mind. I like it. I love it. I love seeing a prequel or a sequel or something, a reboot. Forgot to write down a reboot. Like, I don't mind. As long as the story is good and you're able to tell the story. I mean, even the Star Wars prequels was really interesting. People complain about the execution of the story. And I don't disagree necessarily. And there was a lot there with the Star Wars prequels. It's really hard to tell that story. Kind of depressing, telling the story of Darth Vader, how he became Darth Vader, and then you have all these other backstories and everything, and it's like you can't really tell us that kind of story in only 3 movies. But it's like, if you can find a way to tell a good story, you can tell the story. I like Little Mermaid. I grew up with it. Well, my younger sister was watching it a lot, and then I watched it too. And they had a little cartoon show, and it's like it's cool. It's kind of cool. And I don't really care about the color of somebody's skin, but it's like it's kind of traditional. Like, the character was white, was a redhead, white, like a white character. It's like, and now you want to change it? Why not just come up with a new character that's black? And name it something else, like the other Little Mermaid. And that's totally fine. You could tell a different story about the other mermaid who just so happened to be black for some reason. And call her Rihanna the Mermaid. I should write that down. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Looks kind of interesting. I might look at it. I really do want to try to look at all these movies and more. I try my best. But I'm more interested in Toby, the original. I like live action a little bit more, generally. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers Rise of the Beast. Here is a Transformer pointing his gun at an ape Transformer, which I've never seen before. I never really watched the cartoons that much, or the comics. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but this trailer is captivating more so than any other Transformer trailer I've ever seen. I thought the narrator was pretty stupid, but pretty convincing. Like, he said, "You're gonna face a new villain, a new bad guy. Worse than anything you ever faced in the past or the future. In the future? What? What does that mean? Past or future? I get it. I get it. I get what you're trying to say. We're gonna face what? Some terrible animal robots? The Borg? Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. What? Dial of Destiny? What are you going to do to Indiana? Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This looks really legendary. Very interesting. Hopefully not too woke. I see a girl. Not that I don't like girls. I do like girls. Hey there, girls. But it's like, Tom Cruise, what are you gonna do? This is only part 1. I guess there's gonna be a part 2, part 3 coming up after that. It looks really cool. I'm sold. I'm excited about this. Oppenheimer, a story about like an inventor or something, a scientist, and then they run into alien technology or something. Oh wait, directed by Christopher Nolan, the guy that invented like the atomic bomb. The Marvels, yawn. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie's world. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I was hoping this would be live action, and it is, and the trailer blew me away. It was very surprising because like it opens up with girls with baby dolls, and since the dawn of time, girls been playing with baby dolls, but they were always babies. They never graduated into older figures until now. Look at this figure standing 20 feet tall, and it's like it breaks away from this into this fantasy world. And it's like something that you can only imagine in a dream. And so I'm gonna watch it because it's almost like kind of like what they did with the Lego movies, except it's live action and it's Barbies instead of Legos. Coming in November is Dune Part 2. I wouldn't compare it to Star Wars exactly, but it was really well done, the first movie, and I'll be watching because I'm curious about this universe, this lore. It's very big, and it's very interesting, a little bit different, and it's captivating. The Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm not sure what to think. I didn't really see the first one, or how many are there now. But I guess it's like a fictional work of what the future could be like. Legally Blonde 3. It looks like there's another Legally Blonde movie coming out. So never mind the Barbie movie, which is cool and all. Like I said, it's cool. I'm thrilled, but at the same time, this is like the original Barbie, Legally Blonde. And so if this comes out, I'm intrigued. I'm curious. I want to know what's going on with this Barbie. All right, so before I tell you my top 3 movies that I'm going to be looking at this year, 2023, let me just ask you, what did I miss? Yeah, I'm sure I missed a lot of movies and stuff. Movies that are coming out, that might come out and stuff for this year, you know. Can I say stuff a lot and like this, like that, pretend to be a blonde or whatever? You want me to look at the camera? I would, but I don't want to. I know how to. I know where the camera is. I just don't like the way that I look. Not happy about that. I'm a critic. I'm not just a movie critic. I'm a critic of myself. Let me break it down for you. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Not right now, at least. Let me tell you something. All right. Top 3 movies. What are they gonna do? I mean, what are they gonna be? What am I saying? What's going on here? I'm breaking myself. No. Hollywood already did that. How dare you? That's right. You're breaking the world. Breaking my mind. Breaking my soul. top 3 movies for me. What's it gonna be? Alright, so the moment you all been waiting for, what's gonna be my top 3 movies for 2023? And let me clarify, these are gonna be movies and not shows and series and everything else. And it's gonna be stuff that I'm curious about, stuff that I wanna watch, that I wanna see, that I wanna, I'm curious about what's going on. That's not necessarily that it's gonna be a good movie or anything, kind of thing. I'm making this list based on stuff that I'm curious about, stuff that I want to watch for whatever the reason. There could be different reasons for different movies and everything, but here's what they're gonna be as of right now. Top 3 movies for 2023 is gonna be number 3, Barbie, because I'm curious about the Barbie universe, and I grew up around Barbies. My sisters, my younger sister. I mean, it's like, and also, other people had Barbies, and it's like, it's a thing that's like, it's part of our consciousness, and it's always like, it's always been around all my life since the 90s. I've always thought about it, and I see people with them, and you see the cartoons, you hear the song "I'm a Barbie Girl in a Barbie World" by the what was that band that did it? The Aqua people. What were they called again? I don't remember. That girl and the guy. They were singing the song about the Barbies, and I'm like, I'm curious about it because I want to know, like, how are they gonna tell a story? Like, I was thinking the same thing when I saw Lion King in '94. I was 9, and I was thinking to myself, how are they gonna tell a story about animals? I was thinking there's no way they can tell a story, but they did. I was wrong. And I kind of feel like that with Barbie. I'm like, even right now, I've not learned anything. 30 years later, 40 years later, like, I haven't learned anything. I'm still thinking to myself, why do I look so fat? No, seriously, it's like, how can they tell a story about Barbie? What are they going to do with Barbie? What is Barbie going to do? Is it going to be woke? Is it going to be go broke? Is it going to be really cool? What do I look so old? What I have do I have a baby face? Does Barbie have a baby face? We want to know. So many questions. So little time. And at number 2 is The Little Mermaid, because I grew up with The Little Mermaid, who was like a water Barbie. See, my whole entire universe is like centered around girls. Just want to have fun. It's just like, that's the only thing that's on my mind. It's like, my sexist, because I'm always thinking about Barbies, and then Barbies who are drowning in water called Little Mermaids, which is what made one of the Pirates of the Caribbean's movie a little bit interesting, because they had mermaids. And what was that movie, number 4 or 5? Had little underwater Barbies called mermaids. And people are not happy about the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That it sort of goes downhill after the first movie. And I agree in a sense, but I'm so in love with Jack Sparrow that I just want to get inside. Ooh, I just want to, like, roll around on the hill, like, with it, I just want to go to the ends of the world to save Jack Sparrow. And so it's like, I'm captivated. I'm sold. Like, take him to the moon, take him to space with Fast and Furious people. Like, make 10 more Jack Sparrow movies. I'm just curious about the lore of the Little Mermaid, because it's grounded in the Greek gods of, like, her dad is like one of the gods, or he might be like an uncle of a god or something. I don't know exactly. Wait a minute. Was it Ariel's father or grandfather? No, father. It has to be father. But who is her father? Is her father like King Triton? Who is King Triton? Triton is like related to the god of the water, which is what's his name? How do I say Poseidon? The god of the fathers, the god of the sea. And then who's the superhero? Aquaman? Is he related to Ariel? Can we get Aquaman in this show? Is he gonna make a cameo? Are we gonna try to spread the the DC and Marvel universe by putting superheroes in Little Mermaid? And before we continue, you better download this video before YouTube deletes this video because YouTube has deleted over 10,000 videos of mine. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Why are you talking about this, oatmeal? I'm gonna unsubscribe. Don't worry, nobody subscribes to me anymore. Ever. What am I talking about? I got over 40 channels blocked or banned or terminated or locked out or whatever. On YouTube, just YouTube alone, I'm the most banned oatmeal in the world. Going back many years, been banned and censored and everything. So I just thought I would let you know that if you don't see me in the future, it's probably because my YouTube videos and channels were suspended and terminated again. It's been happening for a very long time, so I'm kind of like numbed that this has been happening. All of this censorship, all this kind of stuff been happening to me on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and stuff. Other websites too, and I just have to talk about it. I want to talk about it because sometimes I don't want to talk about it, but it's like, anyways, I just thought I would make this little quick little list of some of the movies coming out this year, 2023, and my top 3 movies that I want to look at just because I'm curious or whatever the case might be, kind of thing. And I could probably add to it, like maybe like make a top 10 from best to worst or worst to best kind of thing. But for now, I'm just gonna upload this video with my top 3. And now I'm not gonna do honorable mentions. That's stupid. Just kidding. That's not stupid. I used to watch Mojo, WatchMojo.com. They do a lot of top 10 videos. I used to do that. I used to watch all that kind of stuff. And then I was watching Collider movies. I mean, videos, Collider, and before they were Collider, they were called something else. And then I started watching the Phantom Menace, the Phantom Menace, the geeks and the gamers and the nerdrotics and the Chrissy Mayers and all the other people. So there was like a big long journey for me watching videos in the 2010s, not the 2011s, but the 2010s. This past decade's been a big roller coaster kind of thing, and I think it's kind of cool and kind of not cool too. There's a lot of nuance in what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't come out that way. It doesn't come out correctly. It doesn't come out that well a lot of times, and it's like, that's very disappointing and stuff sometimes when I feel like I just want to explain myself, and then sometimes I don't want to explain myself, and I'm a perfectionist, which means that if I really wanted to be true to myself, I'd probably be like not uploading this video because I made a lot of mistakes in this video already, kind of thing. It's like, I'm not here to rant, but then again, I am here to rant. That's what I do, and I kind of like just put out content that I like. Not to say that I like it, but I kind of like it. But it's like one of the things you gotta do in life is just like put stuff out there. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes you shouldn't. Like sometimes you should. And it's like, yeah, I guess it depends on everything. But a lot of times people end up freezing and they end up like not doing a lot of things. I guess it depends on a whole wide variety of variables, which we don't have time we don't have time to go into. But suffice to say, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Which leads me up to the number 1 movie that I'm curious about that I'm gonna be watching. Number 1, Nintendo's Mario and piece of Barbie. That's right, Princess Toadstool. Mario's not gonna be apparently saving her, which is classic. It's like, that's what you do. It's like, imagine a Zelda movie, but Link is not saving Zelda. It's like, It's like imagine a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you look inside, there's no peanut butter or jelly. It's like, what? Where's my peanut butter? Imagine going to watch a movie and there's no popcorn. It's like imagine playing a Mario game and there's no like girl in distress. I'm gonna save you, Barbie, princess of the little toads, the little mushrooms. I'm gonna get high with Joe Rogan. I cannot say anything like that because then my YouTube video will get deleted, which has happened before because they say you can't promote or sell 420 stuff or something. That has happened. A lot of crazy things has happened, but it's not gonna stop me from trying to have some fun because girls just want to have fun. Especially Barbie girls out there. For all you Barbie girls out there, and this is another movie that's related to Barbies, and I know this movie is gonna be great, and this video is not that good. This video that you're watching right now is terrible for a lot of reasons, but I made it and I'm uploading it because I don't know. Actually, I do know kind of thing, but I do and I don't. It's a long story. But I do what I do for a lot of reasons. But I'm curious and I'm excited, and it is what it is, and we'll take it from there. Thank you for watching. I'm Oatmeal. I think